they are actually tied, if you would believe it. There's 2 wins on both sides, and they actually tied a 2-game series. So This is going to break that tie. This best of 3 in ESL One LA starts now.
Prepare for battle.
Indeed, the last BO3 of today, Liquid versus NIP, 2 European powerhouses. And we got some interesting picks on both sides, Blitz. We got the lone druid over on Liquid, and you see, you know, they aren't favored, but maybe they didn't know about Koik putting that lone druid. On the other side of NIP, they are favored, and they have an offlane Venge. Blitz, what the hell's that about?
I have no idea. I'm always down to see some interesting stuff, though.
Me too. I mean, like, what is it going to do? Is he a save? Is he an aura builder on that Vengeful? Well, we'll have to find out. You see all the items there, and
this is a pretty good, let's say, scrim for NIP. It's very important, of course, but a lot of other teams are picking Weaver, Grimstroke, Monkey King.
Yeah.
Like, this will be a good test, I think, for them to test out an idea to see if it fully works.
Yeah, because as you said, they do need this win. Meanwhile, Liquid is mathematically eliminated, and who is it? Who is it going to be middle? Looks like it is the Monkey King, so it is going to be that safe lane lone druid you were telling me about. And is it just who's supposed to get the better lane out of these, or is it good for Monkey King and lone druid?
Between Monkey King, lone druid?
Yeah, like since one of them, you said the lone druid is going to the safe lane. Like, why is he not going middle?
Oh, because I think it's a. I think they assume it's going to be Dragon Knight mid.
Okay.
That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make sure that Dragon Knight is against Monkey, and that Mars is against Troll, and Lone Druid is against Venge. That would be like the ideal lane setups.
Okay, well, they did, as you saw, there's a deep ward from Radiant all the way back at that tier 2 of Dire, and it spotted Dahak, so they already had started swapping at that point. Mars versus Troll, you don't often see that 1v1. Meanwhile, Tanner, he's rotating. Tyga says hello.
Hi.
Bye, as he leaves them. So a lot of lane swaps. We actually do not see this very often anymore. And doesn't this favor the team who has Chen, though, with all these lane swaps in the long run?
100%. Because you can pretty much infinitely do it.
Yeah. You see the DK now here versus Mars. He did miss the full first wave, so it should be a level advantage here for Boxy, which is nice for him.
Although I don't know how much he benefits from that. What the?
Like just as like a Mars hero or what?
Yeah, just like, I don't know if Mars necessarily kills DK or really pressures him. Plus, he's not a mid player, right?
Yeah, so it's going to be tough. Meanwhile, PPD, just with the Chen, no creeps, even running down Mickey, who pulled the creep wave. Got to be careful, because Weaver is over here. And they'll just trade hits into each other.
Yeah, he'll be okay. He has nothing to do right now. Obviously, TP'd his Dragon Knight level 1, or his Troll, sorry. So he's just chilling. He's big chilling.
Yeah, it feels like how both teams are playing this game. It might be a little, like in the last series, right, we saw kill after kill in the laning phase, but it seems like how the lanes are situated, everyone just wants to get theirs. And that normally means everyone's going to farm. No one's really going to pressure the other one. You see Tyga, he just wants to block the 2-minute camp here.
I think this benefits NIP right now, this start.
Yeah.
Monkey King's now going to come mid.
I thought that was a courier. I'm like, no, not into the tower. I've seen it enough. So stacks up 3 Jingu, and it looks like the Mars will be heading out here very shortly. Be curious to see if NIP trades their lanes once more. Do you have to? Or
they don't have the Chen TP now, so
okay.
The fact that the Monkey King already ran here means that they can't really make this rotation without TPing, and Liquid can just TP back. So Tanner's now running again. They're just gonna swaps. This is I have the weirdest feelings whenever this stuff happens. Like, look,
they meet each other in the river.
Yeah,
yo,
like,
what up,
guys? Just someone
has to bite the bullet, right?
Like, I don't know what I'm watching. Like, all the cores right now in the game are just
moving around.
Like, Tanner's really not sure where he's supposed to go. They're both just gonna sit here, I guess.
We have a dual lane middle, the Monkey King Mars versus the Troll DK. One of the OG classics for you new boys out there.
Yeah, if you've been taking a break from Dota and you haven't seen it, yeah, this is pretty normal. It's just 2-on-2, core on core. They're fighting over. This is the true pub experience, you know? Like somebody said, like, dude, I chose mid.
I
roll
got
for mid.
it,
Yeah, they're rolling right now.
Oh my! This is that. Like, do you? Something has to give. I have no clue,
What is
man.
the Chen TP up?
That is the question. Okay, it's up now.
All right. So somebody has to move.
Yeah. Dude, this is actually, I'm loving it. So who is benefiting from this? Top lane, it's a Weaver. Honestly, it's the Weaver, yeah, because the Chen, like, actually, it does feel like it's pretty good for Liquid, because sure, Chen's getting levels, but you'd rather have a Weaver with levels than Chen.
Grant, I'm going to be honest, this is some of the silliest thing I've seen in Dota in a really long time.
And now they're jungling, I think. I see Gray in the jungle. He's going to be stacking.
Straight up jungling. So rather than give up on the swap, he's just like, I'm going to sit here. This is, at this point, this is just stubbornness.
I think he's got it. Ooh, well played. Tanner gets the double stack on both. So there are going to be some creeps there, and Dahak,
so then it just ended up where it was going to end up anyways.
Yep, with the Mars. But
the lanes literally just stayed the exact same.
They really did. Monkey King, he's still nearby. He's going back middle. They actually, so what's that mean about bottom lane then? Oh, Taiga dies to neutrals. Wow, it looks like he was trying to stop the pull. That was actually first blood denied. Not too bad. Tanner, meanwhile, gets first blooded by Mickey there. The old Monkey King Mars first blood on a DK. Dahak actually TP'd middle now. We'll see
one
if
of the classics. Truly one of the standout normal lanes that we see in Dota 2 lately.
I love it. But it's okay. So it's a Lone Druid Grimstreak versus a Rubik Venge. I have to assume, yeah, this benefits that.
Farm.
Yeah, he does 25 and 5. So even though these other two lanes are going a little bit wonky, Liquid definitely winning the one lane.
Peter's going to get pretty good levels, though. He's already level 4. This is the most Peter's ever farmed.
Yeah, and he's got that sweet,
oh, no. Dahak has a TP, too, doesn't he?
No, he...
Ah, that's right.
Because he used it to TP and then TP'ing back, and now it's still on cooldown. So Tanner's this is sad. Dude, his game's just over, right? Like, you're a level 3 DK at 5 minutes. And now they're swapping again, by the way.
They're swapping again?
Yes.
They're okay.
At a certain point, I don't know. It feels like Liquid's getting a lot more out of this now. Like, you did say feared MP, and then I look up the gold graph, and because of that first blood and the denied first blood, it's a 2K lead for Liquid, and they have a Chen Venge.
Yeah, because it's only okay for us because Liquid got first blood. That's literally the only reason. Yeah. Okay. Because the troll is still farming like perfectly fine.
Yeah, he is. He's been moving between lanes in the jungle, but he is still farming. Currently top CS somehow, so props to him. The help of the Chen obviously makes this a little bit easier. So where does this game come down to? Who is the ultimate late gamer? Is it Troll in this game, or
I think it's Troll?
It is, okay.
I think NIP will win if they snowball. DK, because DK is playing against almost exclusive physical damage in this game. Yeah. Like, if you look at the lineups, they're going to try to set up on the Hawk mid. I don't know how likely this kill is, and now Boxy is back here to swap again. I wonder if the Hawk will just say, accept his lane.
It feels even worse because Boxy has a DD too, so now he's swap lanes.
Right,
like,
yeah, Tanner's not moving now. Okay, this is good.
Well, are you sure?
Oh my god, they are moving.
The Hawk, this is his home. The home is the river. As he walks the long trek back up top. Wait, the gank! The Troll's here now. Honestly, wait up. If you get one net, this might just be a kill. No net, he fully heals. That is really well done. It's a double stack camp, so he fully heals from the Boundless Strike. Well done by Mickey there, timing it.
I think Boxy TP too. So this should finally be...
There's 0 people middle.
Yeah, this should finally be to their advantage. And now Mickey is just chasing Tanner.
Taiga's running through with no HP. He's been harassing Peter. And I do say there is literally 0 people farming middle. There was a full creep wave just gone.
I think probably the supports are having the best time right now in this game.
Dude, Peter's like, I don't know if Peter, like, he probably loves it, but he's also like, I'm still not carrying this game, guys. Like, y'all still need to do something. Boxy's level 6 now, which is scary. He also has he saved 3 points. Is that normal?
I don't even know right now what...
Because you almost always max spear, right?
Yeah.
Maybe he's thinking about the W. There we go. He does.
Don't ask me what I think is normal anymore, Granters.
This whole game is not. And there's the level 3 spear.
They don't have nearly enough damage to kill. I think this is a really good Dragon Knight game, by the way. Just the sheer amount of armor he has in a game like this. And both supports are under a ward right now. This should tell Tanner, like, he's got to be careful. Oh, maybe not.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He should just be dead. Yeah, goodbye, Tanner. And the snowballing will begin from Liquid. As we talked, they stole that 2K lead from a couple minutes ago, and Tanner... DK's not a hero that comes from behind, right, Blitz? Like, you have breathed fire, but yeah, you kind of want at least an item.
100%. You don't want to be this far behind. Like, Dragon Knight has definitely been the loser in this, like, merry-go-round, not really sure what's going on shitfest. Like, he definitely benefited from this the least.
So Dahak continuing to try to farm up, but you look at the top CSs right now. This is the Lone Druid and the Mars actually at the top. What's the Lone Druid? What's the build this game? What does Quakefoot normally go if he plays the safe lane bear? Is it still
Mask of Madness?
Deso,
yeah.
or
Mask of Madness Deso? Okay. Still pretty standard. This is the only lane that we haven't looked at, and it's probably the most normal.
Yeah, well, and it's Avenge off lane.
Yeah, it's like this is the only thing that has gone kind of normally in this game. So... yeah, they're finally going to put some pressure on this tower. Monkey doesn't really want to be here, and Milan is also waiting in the wings. Like, somebody else has to come TP right now.
Yeah, especially the double golem and the purge creep. If you keep in, you got to be careful. Boxy's here. The purge will be there. He throws the axes. Monkey King is still committed here, so Dahak needs to be a little bit careful. Boxy, so much damage done. Dahak gets speared back. Insania's here. They're going to throw out that ink swell. Uh-oh, the throw back. No one get a go down from NIP as they heal up from PPD.
And we're back to the dual lane mid.
We are back to some 4v4 middle now, it seems like.
Honestly, lanes aren't a real thing. They're a construct that man made up.
And we will not abide by him, except bottom lane. Blizzy and Quake for like, you know what? We are the 1%. We are chilled down here. No one else come down here. We're cool. As we see a bunch of heroes rotating down, mostly for this outpost. Insania ended up getting it in front of all of us. It will cost him his life, but I'm thinking he's probably saying worth it. 150 experience for all. Bear taking a ton of damage, but they will chase after Tanner. Boundless
I don't think they've got damage for this. The bug is still on him, actually.
It's a lot of physical. Oh my goodness. Oh, yeah, the bug. That bug, if you don't kill it off, the minus armor, even at level 1, it just goes up so quickly.
I mean, it must have eaten away for quite some time. He walked away from the lane pretty far, so might have had like 5 ticks on him or something.
Yeah. What's the net worth looking like, by the way? Is the Lone Druid at the top? No, it's the Mars. Wow. So those two at the top. Monkey King. It is 3 cores from Liquid up top. You see it's a 4K lead. It's not the biggest lead. It really is that DK, right? The DK is a full 2K below his counterpart. It's just the Dragon
Knight that has really had to participate in this like weird musical chairs as they're going to go for this dive on Quakefoot. He's going to pop the ulti. Some TP should be coming in now too. It's so hard to kill this guy, and 3-man arena.
Can they bring him all down? He throws them in. I believe he stole an arena of himself on Milan. I'm not really sure I can do it. No, he stole Bulwark. Well played by Boxy. There's going to be the link together. This might just be a bloodbath on top of NIP. They try to run away. Will Dahak make it? His courier sure as hell won't. Taiga diving into the tower needs to be a tad careful. There's the spear in. Goodbye, Blizzy. It's a 3-0. I'm going to be honest with you, Blitz. With how this game is going right now, it's all Liquid right now. 6-1 at 11 minutes, 5K lead, and the DK. I just keep looking at it. He is 400 gold below the position 4 Weaver right now.
I mean, what position was he this game? There was one time where they were staring at each other, and he stood in the jungle stacking.
He is position IDC, it feels like.
Like, what is going on?
And you see the fight. Once again, I want to say shout out to Boxy not giving up his ulti by toggling the Bulwark. So slick. And then the easy boundless strike into ulti. Thought they might get one more, but Dahak did manage to get himself out of there.
This Weaver really benefited from all this like lane shenanigans too.
He did.
He's gonna have a really fast, like, this is an absurdly fast Spirit Vessel, and it's a really good Spirit Vessel game. It's great against pretty much all 5 heroes, and it's not like anyone's getting a BKB anytime soon.
And now honestly, this is the pace of a game. I have no clue how it's going. It feels like it's pretty quick for Liquid, but they're also okay farming because we do talk about the Troll being the best overall late game. The problem is it's a Lone Druid and a Monkey King who both scaled pretty well, and on the other side, DK scales okay. But will he ever be able to catch up to the other
going to get a Radiance because
it's so quick?
Yeah, he's had such a free time, I think.
Okay.
I think this is the first time I've seen him decide to go for Radiance. in like the last like 6 months, honestly.
And there's going to be the ulti thrown by Boxy. Ink swelled up. Milan and Peter both going to get stunned by it. The creeps are stunning up. There goes Mickey on the backside. Milan will get away, possibly. No, throws out the paintbrush. Dahak running forward. Will get Savage roared, put together. He swaps it, so does break it as well. It attaches to someone else. They get the stun up. Spear won't end up hitting into any
Mickey
trees.
gets stunned.
And then
another.
Oh my goodness. Will he go down? He does.
That's sick micro.
And he chain stunned the Monkey King during the beginning of that fight, and then he chain stuns the Weaver near the end. And all of a sudden, Tanner's hitting your tower.
And he's caught up in net worth.
Oh,
Xenia buys back. His net worth just plummets.
He's in last. Roop, even Milan above him now. Pardon me.
They're starting to slowly catch up, kind of. Like, the more that this game normalizes, the better for NIP, because I think they have a really strong mid-game timing. They have 5 pretty tanky heroes with the Chen. They want to just run at Liquid right now, if possible, which is why you're going to see a Blink Dagger first on DK. Like, the objective is to not stop fighting.
Yeah, the lone druid, that's the thing though. He has not entered a fight. When he gets that radiance, does Liquid just think of 5-manning, or does he keep farming?
Yeah, I think we just both see both teams like non-stop fight.
Okay, and we're never angry about that. Silence goes out, Milan will just farm up the 36 gold. And it does settle down again after that last big team fight. Peter, level 6, has his ulti, so you got to be careful if you're near him. All of his teammates will be full healed. Don't want to commit to it. They're going to go on Blizzy. Peter is down here. Will he toss up that heal? No, he's just farming. Will run away now.
Not much you could do, to be honest, for Blizzy there. They just have to create some space for their Dragon Knight to catch up, because he's still going to be really strong in the mid game. Like I talked about, there's a ton of physical damage coming out on the side of Team Liquid.
Yeah.
And this is the core you want to have. And that's all they have.
Makes sense. And
like, what's the magic damage right now? It's the Weaver, Shikuchi, and
the Radiance now, yeah. Which he is flying out, I believe.
That's very good timing for Radiance. 15 minutes.
And I love this. I love people backdooring Kier 1s. People forget, no backdoor protection on him. But you gotta be careful. You don't want to lose the bear here as Troll rotates on over. Koikfa throws out the Savage Roar, and it gets blasted down. That was light blue. That was the Rubik getting a free 3 hundo.
That's cash.
And I guess that's why you don't backdoor, because if it gets stunned, it's going down. They are going to push tower. So we are about to have a 5-on-5 skirmish here, it looks like. Who wants to start off? Mickey getting in position. They might see him. He throws out the ulti. Ink swells in, but they stun the bear and run away from it. Well played. The bugs are on everybody right now. Can Tanner make it out? They have tons of heals. Milan blasts them back, and uh-oh, that's a resummoned bear. He makes it out, though.
I think this is just going to be a disengage from NIP. They don't have too much HP now. And they've got to be careful because the ulti is about to come up for Boxy. You don't want to overcommit for this.
It's true. He has it. Mickey did throw out his on the Monkey. Boxy just goes in an instant stun. Tanner, I have a feeling you might be dead. The Savage Roar. Oh my goodness, he's just hitting himself. Blizzy gets the swamp, but he swaps back out. No one has died yet. Blizzy probably going to be the first and maybe last. He's still alive though.
And the bear almost dying.
What in the world is going on in this game?
If they had a second bear, that would have been a better fight for Team Liquid.
Because he was so scared of letting it die, right? No resummon.
It's such a long time, I think. He's got 50 seconds without it, and it has Radiance on it. You can't afford for it to die at that point. So nice move by NIP. They don't lose anybody, and they take the mid-tier 1 tower without losing their own. This is about as good as it gets for them, honestly.
As you tell you, Tanner. Okay, he goes for the Sanj. He did have the blink queued up, but he goes for the Sanj, and he's going BKB next. Are they just like, wait, we can stand and fight and actually do pretty well, so he doesn't want the blink now?
Mickey miss a boundless strike on nothing moving.
Yeah, Blitz. Sometimes it happens. You know, we've all had those games.
It's a true moment of brilliance.
Milan, meanwhile, has the Aether Lens, looks like playing out in Chen with the mech. So all of a sudden, this 5-man group up is pretty strong from NIP with the double heal and even the Sanj now in the DK, which amplifies heals.
Yeah, Diffusal, they have a lot of items right now.
You were talking about this because it was Liquid with 6 camp. They look clean. They got the Radiance, but when NIP runs into the 5-man, it feels like if you waste the Monkey King or the Arena, it's kind of just hard to get anything then.
Yeah, they didn't really get anybody locked down too hard. NIP is doing a really good job in these team fights to not get Inkswelled on. I think that's probably the biggest thing that they focus on. Like, whoever's Inkswelled, they just stun him back.
Deny.
Or the Rubik sends him back.
doesn't get it. The dragon
really
scale. Yeah, the bear and the dragon scale makes it a little difficult. But middle lane,
here.
we're about to fight. There's going to be slaughtered. But Boxy, he gets the ulti onto 3 of them. They perma-stun the bear. He gets Savage Roar up. Boxy might be the first one to go down. He is Tanner. Is now on a killing spree. Dahak has to pop his ulti as he gets low. Fighting inside the Monkey King. He is Jingu'd up, and Dahak, I believe he just got pulled away. He's going to die. Peter's going to die. And Liquid is now cleaning him up. Put him together. Spear Vessel on Blizzy. He'll get right-click down in mid-K. He's just running forward. So much damage. Just going to be a full team wipe. Goodbye, Milan. Goodbye, Tanner. Hello, game 1. Looking good for Liquid.
Might just go for Roshan after this too.
Yeah, pushing mid, run to Roche. Let's see. Or do they want a tier 2 possibly?
Oh, looks like they're going to go for the tier 2. Okay with that play as well. That fight looked really good for a second, but I think that was the Mars buying back, and that's what turns that fight.
Yeah, nice play by him. Sometimes you just got to commit, right? We saw that at TI. Sometimes just buying back, being in the fight, all that matters.
He's a lot tankier than I expected too. Like he was able to just like sit in the middle of 5 heroes, because normally you just die here instantly. If anything, I think Blizzy's swap
I was
hurt.
about to ask. Because you want to bring him down. Maybe Boxy, he was getting ulti there anyways, and he already had clicks, so when he swapped, it might have pre-cast it. I'm not sure, but he got it off instantly, so shout out to him. But
And Dahak, when he pops his ult, he was just so far into the Monkey King ulti. There was no way that his team was going to be able to back him out there. Then the Grimstroke Inkswell onto the Weaver, and everyone just gets chased down.
Whoa, we're going to go back in, though. There's going to be another swap.
Did I just see this?
I thought we did, but Lone Druid, that's 500 gold for Tanner.
And now maybe they go for Roshan.
I love it. They Blitz, they listen. They beeline right at Roche. Well, wait. Okay, Dahak just ate a tree.
Not really sure why Quakefoot was there by himself. And Team Liquid might still take this fight. It's awkward.
You do. Monkey King ulti is not up. I believe it's almost there, right? 15 seconds. Oh, it's going to be real close. They have the vision because of it, though. Mickey, he's chilling. Spear hits Tanner, doesn't stun him. This Monkey King ult is going to spawn right when they need it to. I have a feeling 5 saves. There's the Marjorie. Oh, brings down to 3. It hurts him. He will still have his ulti right when he respawns. They're going in. Will Boxy just died. That would be a dieback. A nice boundless strike 3. He gets the ulti and covers the entire pit. They have to leave. And Boxy stays alive. Dahak does get Spear Vessel. He's not dead yet. He has his ulti. Doesn't want to commit it, but that Roshan is dropping so low. Taiga is dropping low. Everyone in that pit is dropping low. I'm not sure. It looks like Liquid will. They pick it up on Mickey, but Milan has killed Taiga. Now they want to find Mickey, and uh-oh, there goes the Aegis already. Dahak, he's getting right-clicked from inside the pit. He has to throw up his ulti, and now he's right-clicking Sanya out. Boundless Strike will stun him. He's Spear Vesseled up. He's running away. Taiga goes over him, gets the kill. Mickey now, with the bugs on himself, has to try to fight out. It looked like an okay fight from NIP, but Mars plus Monkey King ulti in the Roche pit, kind of the game changer.
That was a lot of buybacks, though. Liquid had to commit for that, but it works out for them because they got the Aegis. NIP couldn't really walk into the Monkey King ulti. It looked okay for them, and I do agree with their decision to go for it.
Same. Sometimes you just... If they took it right just a little quicker, the Monkey King ult wasn't up. He even got stunned. The Mars, I mean, we didn't expect that. Mars stuns him, but I feel just the AoE is showing up now, because you don't really have team fight on Dire side, right? That's the thing. They can 5-man, but you don't have a Mars ulti. You don't have a Monkey King ulti. You got a Venge swap.
Their lineup is kind of based on outlasting those ultis, which at the present they're getting kind of close to, but not really.
Ooh, a Vambrace though for the DK. Pretty nice.
That'll help out a little bit. I mean, if this DK gets BKB, he might just be able to walk into the middle of all these ultis and start initiations.
Yeah, he'll be at like 3k HP with Rank Treads with that BKB.
It's a really weird game though, because everyone's just 5-manning. I'm not entirely used to this. Like, no one is farming too much. Like, this is probably the most time we've had just everyone chilling.
Yeah, but Blizzy as well as Insania, that is a core. The Venge did, he went for drums. Curious. What's the Ags do on Venge again? It's the swap and you can do
fear.
Crazy stuff. Oh yeah, they changed it. We saw it once. We actually did see it. It was the counter to troll.
Yeah.
In that one game, yeah.
I thought it was going to be a lot cooler than what it was when I saw it.
I agree.
but both teams are kind of just...
Okay, here we go, though. The smoke up.
There's just smoke. They want to go up as 5 onto the hill. Looks like Boxy might have some knowledge that this is happening.
It is, and I love it. He is already bulwarking. He throws up the ult. He actually traps one of them in. It's just Blizzy thinking about swapping, but gets silenced by the Grimstroke. Well played here by Liquid, baiting in that vengeful spirit. Now you have to get back. They're all teaming out. Will they be able to find one?
No more stuns. And that's always the danger of just walking straight up that cliff.
Yeah.
It's just so dangerous.
If you don't have a ward especially, and you knew, a Liquid had just de-warded there. So Peter gonna try to get that army back, but Boxy says, hey, a stack, cool, it's ours now. Pretty easy to do. Vlad's, I don't know, man. Lifesteal on heroes like Tide and Mars feels so good, right? You just click one ability and you heal half your HP.
Yeah, it's like full health.
Yeah. So they smoked up themselves. Looks like it was already spotted, and Peter just scouting them out. They might just run forward. Tiger runs it with that ink swell. He wants to get Peter, but he gets lifted immediately. Won't get a stun off. Savage Roar goes out. The Bugs eating the bear alive. They get it netted under the tower. This might just be a bear going down.
Yeah, that's a free bear, and NIP should...
After
they got the stun.
They actually fight him. Will they be able to get the Monkey King? He's so tanky. There needs to be some ult thrown out. Mickey doesn't have balance up. He's trying to run away. He gets his BKB off. He's gonna get his to survive. He takes it. Blizzy swaps it back. They can't kill him. He has no HP. And he lives. He finally goes down, but it's a 3 for before that. Make it 4. How did Mickey survive? He gets the ulti, which I thought he wouldn't, and it gives him enough armor to survive a couple more hits, and the game looked reasonably even with that 7K lead, but I feel that fight just kind of bursted the game open pretty hard.
That was such a free fight for Quakefoot. He just stood there while they were all winning past the Monkey King, and that was really well done by Mickey. He drops his ulti, gives him enough armor to survive through the right clicks, and they don't really have the damage to just continuously walk into that while you're being Radiance burned, while you're being clicked by all the other heroes on Liquid.
That was well played by everyone there on Liquid. As you said, everyone was just kind of allowed to do what they wanted because Mickey actually kind of got picked off, but luckily
it sort of worked out.
It really worked out for Liquid, yeah.
They just didn't have the burst damage from him.
Can they find Boxy? Any kill would be a good kill. I love it. Heaven's Halberd into TP. One attack goes off. Doesn't get the net.
This is going to be a full retreat, so no one else gets caught. Mickey does die. NIP, I mean, this is kind of the weakness of their lineup, is their initiation and their lockdown isn't fantastic, and they don't really have burst damage either. The best thing about their lineup is they can just 5-man down lanes, but they're not stronger at this point, and it's difficult for them to do this.
We'll see as the Monkey King bar on that bear, so shredding through everyone if allowed to. And I think you said it best, just the amount of gold you're down on NIP, it just feels like they can run at you 5-on-5 and have no cares in the world. Even if you get one kill, it won't matter too much. Titan Sliver is found, probably on the best hero it could be, the Troll. Ooh, and Boxy, yo, what up, Peter? He wants to get Peter, whoa, whiffs the spear, I don't think it'll matter too much. Goes for the TP, Boundless Strike canceled, and they'll just back out.
And they know Dahak might be down here. That's why Mickey is hunting, but Dahak just should TP out. He's perfectly fine. Doesn't really cost him anything. I think he's just going to chill down here, see what's up. Mickey, in fact, is going to finally come down. And they're going to run into Tanner here.
They were smoked. This is just a kill on Tanner. Ink Swell on him. The silence will be full. He can throw it up again if he wants. Doesn't even need to. Speared in. Nice chain of stuns and Savage Roar.
Yeah, with the Spirit Vessel. That's a dead DK.
Yeah.
And Dahak actually stayed bottom. Cool move by him. He knows that Mickey will try to connect to the rest of his team. Milan is going to hop. Oh.
He's
one
jumping.
Man chases the other.
Dude, I love how he looks too. Oh. Wait, I'm coming. Wait up. He is jumping further. Surprisingly, he almost made it. But Milan makes it back in the base as his buildings are dying. He's like, hey, I'm styling. Oh, wait, no, I'm not up.
I got him, guys.
They are going for the melee racks. Looks like it'll get taken. It won't be taken before the 27-minute mark. You have to actually kill the racks 2 saves before to spawn those super creeps, so they won't get them. It's another one of those weird things.
You always know that. You always bring that up. I like it.
Such a weird... It's the same as Roche. There's like a 2-second delay in Valve time. Luckily not 2 years, but... Orbit Destruction. Okay, so we're actually getting really good, like, the neutral items on NIP.
to Hawk.
Oh yeah, they found him. Will he even pop his ulti? He won't have time, dude. Stop hitting yourself as he runs into the wall. The Savage Roar, so good. And they've gotten that full set of racks. Do you just go and push another lane?
Yeah,
is there any reason stopping you?
Top right now.
Yeah.
Like we said, NIP's lineup is just, they're going to continue to try to run at you. It's what they do best.
And they're
too on farm to do anything else at this point.
Oh god, what if Mickey jumps up, he'll get vision of him, right? But he doesn't.
I think he's getting swapped down again.
That's fair. He is level 18 now, so if he can somehow BKB ulti, not scary, but if you do get stunned before it, he is still vulnerable. Like, he is not that strong without his BKB and being swapped in. So I like that he's playing a little bit safer.
And they're going to run down towards top. When is Roshan up?
Soon. It may respawn very soon. I see the thing going off. We'll know after. Already a courier in that pit.
Yeah, they're just going to wait this out.
Oh, a little bit long of a spawn. So we'll see if they want to push before then. If not, there's no reason not to just kind of farm the jungle, farm all three waves. The point of this, though, you don't want to let NIP leave their base, right?
Yeah,
like
and you don't want to get caught out by yourself. The worst thing that could happen right now for Team Liquid is you're watching each other farm and somebody's like, hey, I need this item, and you begin to split up. The worst thing you can do right now is split up.
Oh, they're going to onto the bear, but not this time. Two of them caught inside. They're going to be put together as well. Speared in. Oh my goodness. NIP, let's head to Hawk with that BKB, trying to right-click the bear. He kills the bear. No one else has died. Blizzy is still alive. Not anymore. The Boundless Strike comes out. Mickey, he is cleaning everybody up. To Hawk gets speared. Spear Vessel on top of him. Mickey jumps down with the BKB. He has the ink swell. It'll be a perma-stun. Goodbye. At this point, these fights are kind of just, we have a 20k gold lead.
Yeah, it's getting really
We can do anything. Yeah.
And PPD has no boots. Probably will not survive this. I'd imagine they're going to call it pretty soon.
Yeah, they just head to the top. No need for the Roshan. Just spawning in 20 seconds now. You can easily get this, back up, get Roshan, and then go bottom. Obviously the hardest, since it feels like bottom's always pushed in for Dire. Or you can just try to end it if you want. You know? It's up to you.
I think they're going to go for the double racks in a row.
Okay.
It's probably the safest play. And with 20 seconds, all right, they're just going to call it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. The guy, I think maybe even one fight to go, but you know, you always want to give yourself a chance. And it was funny, like, it was still hard to bring down those NIP heroes because so tanky and you had the Chen, but the problem is,